Hi, guys. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes on my timeline. I loved and appreciated every single one. So, thank you so much. I wanted to hop on here and share something really important today that I thought about, and I thought it would be so helpful for so many people. So, I wanted to share it with you. So while I was celebrating my birthday today, um, Tammy Magnuson, thank you, Tammy, asked me a question. She sent me a birthday wish and she just asked me a quick question on Facebook and she said, "What are you doing?" And I thought, wow, okay, I'm actually enjoying my birthday. Like, what am I doing on my birthday? Should I be doing something fabulous on my birthday? I loved the question because it helped me see how far I've come. Because I got to tell you guys, this is very different for me. And it showed me how much I've changed and how my experiences have changed. And I want to share with you a story um, about birthdays. So I'll go back to whenever I was age 11, my older sister, Michelle, she was turning 12. And my mother threw a surprise birthday party for my older sister, and which was fabulous. I love surprises and I loved the party and I enjoyed it and had a great time at the party. But here's the thing, up until that point, because my sister and I were only 10 months and 28 days apart in age, my mother had kind of always celebrated our birthdays together because they were a month apart too as well on the calendar. So she just celebrated our birthdays together. And by about 8, 9, and 10, 11, birthdays were no longer, big parties and celebrations with lots of other kids. It was basically, you're special. Today you don't have to do chores. We'll cover it for you because today is your birthday. And we all, the family would sing happy birthday to you, maybe a cake and some candles at dinner with, our family, but no real big birthday party. So it had been a few years, and at this point, when my sister's turning 12, there's this big surprise party, and I mean everybody that we've ever known, I think, showed up at this party. And I remember thinking, well, what about me? Why aren't we celebrating my birthday as well? And I remember asking my mom, and she said, we're celebrating Michelle's birthday because she has become a young woman and this is her, this is for her. And so anyway, I was like, oh, okay. Well, it bothered me, but not too bad because I knew, hey, next year I'll be turning 12 and I'll be a young woman and I will be celebrated. And so I was okay with it. Well, let me just say that next year came around. I turned 12. There was no party, no surprise party, nothing. I was not celebrated, or at least in not that way. They probably did sing happy birthday and do the normal little family thing, and I probably got out of some chore. But I didn't have the big surprise birthday party where everybody showed up to celebrate me. And so, what happens when we have experiences like that as children, we begin to form beliefs about ourselves or about life in general, how life works. And I started thinking maybe I'm not worth celebrating. Well, I hoped that when I turned 13, maybe that was it. And I started telling myself weeks before my 13th birthday, oh, I know why she didn't celebrate last year. Why my parents didn't celebrate my birthday last year is because I was expecting it and they wanted it to be a surprise. And so this year they know I'm not expecting it. So they're going to surprise me with a birthday party. Well, I did get a surprise that year, and that was I did not get a birthday party again. And this went on. 14th birthday, no party. 15th birthday, no party. 16th birthday coming around, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to be sweet 16. This means that's when she's going to throw the party because this is a big one. This has to be the one she's going to give me my big surprise party. And I'm 16 now. Maybe now I'm a young woman. And so 16th birthday rolls around and no party for me. And I have to say it really, really, was a trauma, an emotional trauma for me because I began to believe that, I wasn't worthy and I wasn't worth celebrating and you know, unlovable or whatever those beliefs I began to form about myself. And just to say that this is not about bashing my mother. She did the best she could at that time with what she knew and what she was going through and what she was experiencing. And she had no idea what I was forming inside of my own head, what belief I was forming based on my experience. And she didn't understand it from my perspective. So when I was 18, my mom and I did end up having a discussion about this, and I shared with her how I felt unloved and unworthy of her love, and so of course she shared with me how that is the last thing she wanted me to believe, and that was not her intention at all. And so we made peace with it and moved forward. But here's the thing: you can't really undo a trauma or an experience a child has and that's been formed and recorded in the subconscious mind, unless you know neuroplasticity, right? There is a way to undo it, but you can't just go and have a party now and it will undo that belief that was formed, especially over that length of time. And so um, but I have to say, my mom actually did surprise me like on my 22nd, 21st or 22nd birthday with a sweet 16 party. So thank you, Mom. I really did appreciate that one. And I was glad to have that birthday, but that pain was still there. That trauma, that experience that I had, that belief about myself was still there. So as you can imagine, birthdays became incredibly important to me. I needed to celebrate my birthdays. I needed people celebrating my birthday. I needed to know that I mattered, that people cared about me, and that I was worthy of being celebrated. And so it became a big deal. And so I would like to share with you some of the fun things, the amazing things, the wonderful experiences I had on birthdays throughout most of my adult life. And I'll just share a few, but these are great ideas, by the way, if you're trying to figure out a birthday celebration for someone that you know and love. But I just wanted to share a few just to share with you exactly what I meant by I needed to be, feel worthy. And so one of the experiences I had was a horse and buggy ride through Central Park, at dusk with the lights twinkling, and it was very romantic. I loved it. It was a wonderful experience, and but that was back when New York City was safer than it is right now. I've also taken a gondola ride up the Black Forest Mountain in the Bavarian Alps. So that was a lot of fun. That was exciting, a little scary, but it was so exciting. I really loved that, and that was just an amazing experience. I have also celebrated my birthday at the top of a high-rise building in the Sundial Restaurant, which is a restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not sure if it's even still open, but the Sundial Restaurant actually spins on the top of the high-rise building while you're having dinner. So every moment of your dinner experience, you have a completely different view because the restaurant is spinning on the top of that high-rise. And that was a really cool birthday celebration. Um, my 40th birthday celebration I really love because they made it um, a 40s theme. So everything was about 40. I remember having a scavenger hunt where I had to hunt for 40 gifts of jewelry and all kinds of things all around the house. Like I had to go hunting for it. And we'd had a nice dinner, and I remember like getting 40 pins and 40 balloons and just like everything was surrounded, the thing was 40. I have sipped champagne on a yacht, which was very lovely and nice. I have stood at the top or at the observatory level of the Twin Towers, which we no longer have in the United States, before they came down. And I actually was able to view out of the Twin Towers looking down on the Empire State Building. Not, yeah, no, no, not the Empire State Building. The Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty looked this tall from how high up we were. So that was pretty amazing. And that building literally swayed because that was how it was built, to sway and move in the wind. But it's really swayed like it's going to topple over while you're in it. It was pretty impressive. Let's see what I've got a list here. Let's see. Oh, I have been on I've been a guest, not a guest, but in the audience of a very, very long running, famous, very popular television show, which I had always dreamed of going to that show and being in the audience and experiencing it. And I was able to experience that, and that was so much fun. And I really don't even want to share who it was or what show it was because of politics and stuff going on. But for those of you that know what was filmed in Chicago, you might guess. But anyway, I did get to go and be a guest, not a guest, a audience member in that show, and that was a lot of fun. I was also, one of my birthdays, I was surprised with a little black Porsche to drive, a Porsche 944, which was pretty cool. Being a young mother, I love driving that car and zipping through the traffic, and that was a big surprise. I had no idea that I was going to have that. And of course, my daughter's name is Portia. But let me just say, it has nothing to do, there's no correlation whatsoever between that car and my daughter's name. I don't think, unless my ex-husband had made a correlation. I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to share with you, like, that's how important my birthday was. I had to be doing fabulous, important, worthy things on my birthdays because I needed to feel worthy. And if I wasn't, maybe it meant I wasn't worthy because I had that old recording in my subconscious mind, that belief I formed as a child. And so I'm so excited to tell you that that is no longer who I am. Like, that memory, that experience, I can tell you about it, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, it does not get triggered anymore because I went in, I used the science of neuroplasticity to make the changes. And that is what I get to do every single day, helping my clients, helping people change those traumas, childhood traumas, emotional experiences, memories that create problems in our life currently. And that's why today, oh my gosh, I was actually just having a fabulous day being and not doing. I didn't have to do to feel worthy. I am worthy. I do feel worthy. And so I was just celebrating me doing whatever I wanted to do today. And so I wanted to share that with you. I wanted you to see, like, this is a transformation in my life. And you can have those transformations in your life too, because those experiences can be changed if it's creating, problems or situations in your life that you no longer want, or if it's just painful. See, now birthdays aren't painful. They're not like, I don't go into panic weeks ahead of time hoping that someone will remember my birthday. I mean, it's just like, oh, this is my birthday's coming up, and I am celebrating me because I'm worthy, and that's all that matters to me now. And so that's pretty exciting. I had to share that with you. I hadn't thought of that. I had not even realized it, but with Tammy's question, it made me realize, like, how much I've grown, how much I've changed, the changes I've been making in my life, as well as my clients. It's just pretty exciting. So thank you all again for the birthday wishes. And some of you guys on my timeline had birthdays yesterday, some today, and some in the next few days or tomorrow. I want to go ahead and wish you a happy birthday as well. So thank you so much.